Has the effect been falsified? Eunice Foote. Eunice Foote discovered the absorption of thermal radiation by carbon dioxide and water vapor, 1856. Find links to the Royal Society and Skeptical Science in description box below.
Has the greenhouse effect been falsified? The explanation for this observation was based on the pioneering work of Eunice Foote in 1856 and John Tyndall in 1859, who independently discovered that several gases, including carbon dioxide and water vapor, could trap heat. Skeptical science. Eunice Foote, N.E. Newton, 1819–1888, was a scientific researcher, inventor and women's rights campaigner. Her husband, Elisha, 1809–1883, whom she married in 1841, specialized in patent law and became a judge. Both Eunice and Elisha took out patents on inventions. Eunice attended the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, the first women's rights convention, and was one of the signatories to the convention's Declaration of Sentiments. 3. In August 1856, some experiments of Eunice Foote on the effect of solar radiation on gases enclosed in cylinders were reported in an oral presentation to the annual meeting of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, AAAS, held that year in Albany, New York. Her paper was published in the American Journal of Science and Arts the same year as Circumstances Affecting the Heat of the Sun's Rays, Figure 1, for immediately following a longer paper by her husband. 5. In this latter paper, Elisha reported experiments on the temperatures recorded by differential thermometers exposed to the sun, outside or inside a room, at varying ambient air temperatures. The ambient temperature appeared to affect the temperatures recorded. Eunice's experiments explored the effect of exposing tubes containing different gases to the sun. Not only did she demonstrate the absorption of heat from solar radiation by carbon dioxide and water vapor, with a proviso described below, but she also posited a direct connection to their variability as a possible cause of climate change. Her paper was read to the meeting by Joseph Henry, then the founding director of the Smithsonian Institution. Elisha had read his own paper. Eunice did not read her paper. It was possible, though uncommon, for women to speak at AAAS meetings. Women could be members of the AAAS, though she was not, and she may have been present with her husband. Foote's experimental apparatus was simple. Presumed, the material is not specified, glass cylinder 4 inches in diameter and 30 inches in length, in which thermometers were placed. Her experimental arrangement, though poorly described and not illustrated, is much like Saussure's heliothermometer of the late 1700s, being an enclosed arrangement on which solar radiation is brought to bear. The warming effect in the enclosure was already known, and Saussure had used this to demonstrate an appreciable increase in solar heat with altitude. 6. But the specific result with carbon dioxide and moist air, and with condensed compared to rarefied air, was not known, and that is Foote's unique contribution. However, her experimental arrangement does not differentiate between the direct effect of solar radiation and that, in modern terms, of radiated long-wave infrared from the Earth's surface. Tyndall's apparatus only uses long-wave infrared from a Leslie cube at 1008 C. As Catherine Hayhoe and Joshua Halpern have pointed out, Foote's experiments could not do that. 7. Nevertheless, without specifying the exact protocols, Foote does describe experiments carried out in the shade as well as in direct sunlight, showing similar, but less marked, results. Depending on the nature of her glass, and its infrared cutoff, neither of which we know, she may also have unwittingly detected the basis of the greenhouse effect. Foote does seem to have been the first person to notice the ability of carbon dioxide and water vapor to absorb heat, and to make the direct link between the variability of these atmospheric constituents and climate change. For that she deserves proper recognition, even if she was not able to explore, and perhaps did not recognize, the distinction between solar radiation and radiated heat from the Earth.